Jason Carl. Jason Carl. Jason Carl.
Let's tell a vampire story.
Hi, family. We here at McStabber Studios take the emotional well-being of our viewers very seriously. And due to the personal horror nature of Vampire the Masquerade, some of the content of our streams could cause some strong emotional responses. If you feel like that has happened to you during any of our streams, take a moment, take a break, mute the stream, or just skip an episode. Or if you decide that you want to sit through it and watch it, we are available in chat to talk you through it if you need that. Ultimately, we want you to take care of yourself. Do what you feel like you need. Thank you for joining us on this dark journey, and we hope you enjoy this episode of DC by Night, Vengeance Waits.
Good evening, everyone. It's your boy Twitch again, bringing you the Kindred news. Up in Vancouver, it seems there was a karaoke night that got a little steamy. I wonder what's going on up there. And over in DC, the Coterie seemed to have nice little 2-month time span of not much going on. Well, except for getting fired as Primogen. I wonder what's going to happen now. This week's episode is brought to you by Tamshu and the Black Death Chronicles. Get you some of that coming in May.
A darkness spreads across this land. I cannot see the end of your journey, only distant places. The cards foretell of darker times that lay ahead. The power of the gods to turn the wheels of time has fallen into the grasp of dark forces. They have cast their eye upon the world to be taken for their own. The gates of hell themselves have been torn open. Vile creatures flow in from beyond. I see changes coming.
What will you become, my sweet, sweet child?
Good evening and welcome to McStabber Studios. I am, of course, the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I'm Relyn Dare, Shanky's wife, and I'm playing Lily Sanger of Clan Toreador.
I'm Lance. I play Steve Perry.
Just Steve Perry now.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it? After weeks and weeks, it's hard.
It is, yeah.
We'll just go from here.
Okay.
Yep. I'm Katie. I play Locke, Clan Gangrel, and I am the owner of Purgatory.
I'm Jim. I play Quartermain, Nosferatu, Dust in the Wind.
Kansas Nosferatu. And this week we have a special guest player. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm one of Shanky's daughters. I am playing Brujah, the Brujah.
And we are glad to have you at this table.
Absolutely.
And you'll be introduced to the Coterie at an appropriate time here at the beginning. Last episode, we were basically, pretty much the whole last episode was dealing with the events of the time skip and the 2 months that had passed. Of course, the very end of it was the little bit about the Primogen Council being dissolved, and Quartermain asked for a meeting with Anton, though the rest of the Coterie doesn't know about this. And Lily had a meeting with Vitel. Steve asked Sybil about how to help. And Locke, of course, met with the always sassy Thin Blood Mallory, though there was a lot less sass this time due to the seriousness of the nature of the discussion. And we're going to pick up right here the next day because that was the end of the night. So everybody do a rouse check. Roll their 1 10-sided die.
I'm hungry.
You've gotten hungry. What is your hunger at now? 2. 2 for Lily.
I made mine, so I'm still at 1.
I'm hungrier.
What are you at, Locke?
2.
2. Did you make yours, Bria?
Yep, I got a success, so
Good.
1.
So you're still at 1.
Yeah.
Quartermain?
Made mine. I'm at 1.
Okay. This night starts off like many others. The club's not open this night. It's another weeknight. But that's okay because there's other things to be done. It starts off pretty uneventful. You get your report from Thomas, or Lily does, but halfway through the report, Ian comes over. That's it. Ma'am, that blacked out window Crown Vic just stopped out front.
I look at Thomas. Go deal with that, please.
Okay. And Bria, you come out of your Black Crown Vic at the Succubus Club, where you've been told by your contact is the best place to get the information you're needing and to get the help you need. And you're met when you get out of it. A man comes down to the door. You can tell by his posture he's definitely ex-military.
Okay.
Dark hair. And he's...
Sandy Brown.
Yes, or Sandy Brown on that one. That's right. She's got so many ghouls, it's hard to tell them apart.
I have 4, so yeah.
Sandy Brown, she knows better than me what these guys look like. But he's in a nice suit.
Looks like he's in his
and he's waiting
30s.
at the door. He comes and stands at the door, and he's waiting. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm here to see Locke, Quartermain, Steve, or Lily.
Ma'am?
Yes.
There's the individual here literally just named you and all your friends as people she's here to see.
Bring her up to my conference room.
Yes, ma'am. In attendance right now, of course, is only you and Steve, because Locke's at her haven and Quartermain was at his.
I'll see what she wants, and then I'll get in touch with those two.
Okay. So you have Steve meet you in the conference room?
Yeah, I'll have Steve meet me in the conference room.
And you're taken into this club. Now, this is a big club, and you can tell, I mean, you've done the club thing at one point. You know what a fancy-looking club is. And you're taken up through a VIP section up on the thing, and then you're taken to a 3rd floor. And on the 3rd floor, it's obviously offices, but you're led to a room that says conference room. Now, I have to ask, is the table still in the conference room? It's been removed.
It's been removed.
The conference room is more, when you're brought into it, more like a lounge. There's comfy chairs and table, not a conference table, but like a little end tables for people to lay notes or paperwork or anything they have in their hands, but it's tastefully decorated in a way that reminds you of a green room more than an actual conference room. And is Lily and Steve in there waiting?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So when you come in, there's 2 individuals in there. They match the description you were given of who you're looking for. I'm not going to say who gave her the description. That's up to Bria to do that.
And I tell
Thomas goes, ma'am, you want me to wait outside?
Yeah, just wait outside. Thank you, Thomas.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And he goes and closes the door, leaving you 3 alone.
So, who are you and who sent you?
Well, I sent myself. My name is Bria. I'm from Seattle, and I'm hoping you can help me with a little problem.
Interesting. Have a seat.
All right.
Yeah. There's lots of comfy chairs in the room, so... I mean, it's obvious she spent a lot of money in... I mean, you know Toradors.
Well, I definitely lounge in a chair then.
Oh, great. And Lily does not look impressed. So, Bria, what help do you need?
Well, I hear you guys are looking for some information. My source says you are someone in your coterie is digging around the Hydra plant, looking for information.
Okay,
And
give me just one moment. I need to step outside. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
I step outside. I text Quartermain and Locke. Someone's here with intel on the plant.
Locke texts back, be right there.
Okay.
No answer.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, and I go back in. I say, hold that thought right there. Tell me about your travels from Seattle to here. We're going to wait for the rest of my coterie to arrive.
Okay. And
all right.
It takes a few minutes for Locke to get there. Quartermain, do you show up?
I'm preparing for other things.
Okay.
All right. So
Locke shows up.
Okay. And as Locke walks in, I say, Locke, meet Brujah. Brujah, Locke. Bria's from Seattle.
Pleasure to meet you, finally.
It's okay. How long have you been waiting? Okay, and she sits down. And actually, for a moment, she starts to say something and goes, right, not my job. And sits down.
And then I look at Bree and say, now, you were saying that you had some information from someone on the plant.
Yes. So I guess I should give a little bit of a reason why I've come to you all here. My sire went missing about a couple of months ago, and she went to go look for my brother, Kent, because she said he'd gotten into a rough group down at the plant. Something about buzzsaw, or I don't remember what he said exactly, but she's been missing, and she went to go see what happened to him, and she never got back to me, never talked to me again after that. So I decided to come into DC and try to figure out what happened, but there's no sign of her here. And I went to a mutual contact of ours, the one that gave me your information, Ivan Markov, and he said that he hasn't seen her either. And he said that you might be able to help me with a situation that's come up, because I have found my brother, but I can't get to him yet.
Okay.
Where's the brother?
He's at the plant.
Oh.
I would have gone to go and get him, but they're holding some important people hostage outside of town, and I'm worried that if I show my face down there, that they might do away with some important people.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
So I have a proposition.
Okay.
If you guys can help me get rid of some nuisances, I can convince my brother to give you some information that you might need. Because I think that once the threat of those people holding all of our friends and family hostage, once they are free from it, they might actually be willing to divulge some information that you might need.
I like information.
Yes. And as well, to sweeten the pot, I might also be able to offer my skills as a cobbler. I can source some masks if anyone should need it.
Oh, that's very appealing.
Locke was about to ask what a cobbler is and then stops as soon as everybody else knows.
Well, you know what mask means, though.
Yeah.
Fake identities.
Fake identities.
Yeah, okay.
How good are we talking about?
Airtight.
I believe we can come to an arrangement.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, what clan are you?
Brujah.
Okay. Let me not even waste the Scry the Soul.
Use some stuff, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Locke, Steve, I think we should help these people. What do you say?
I think we should. Because I've been trying to figure out a way to break that up. Because there's some people I'd rather have out of there before I go and have fun.
Okay. And you agree as well, Steve?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to grab see if Quartermain wants to get in on this particular, now that you have details?
Locke steps out this time.
Okay.
Q.
Yeah.
Hey, you up? Q.
Yeah.
Okay. Got intel on the power station. Got an interesting way in.
Okay.
Could use you. And then several spooky ghost emojis.
Spooky ghost. I guess that's one way to put it.
... I'll be there in 30.
Okay.
And you have made contact with Gary Golden, Quartermain.
Okay.
And Gary's reiterated that earlier offers are still completely valid.
I need to get out of town.
Yep. And he can arrange that because you're due a dinner date with him still.
That's right.
And he can arrange that. He can... somebody will be in contact.
If I'm not dust by morning...
He says he's got a friend over in Baltimore that will be in contact with you to arrange that at the same number that you called Gary with.
Thank you.
Yep. So Quartermain, I assume at this point, after speaking with Gary Golden and arranging things, heads over to the Succubus Club.
Yep.
Now, the
and
location...
Talk shop with our new friend, with Brujah.
Okay.
Music, because it's Seattle, man, and she's a Brujah, so fuck, she's got to have taste. Oh yeah, stuck with these assholes forever. So she is like talking shop, like, oh, is this band still in? You know, and just like
she gives you a location of just outside DC. Is anyone wanting to do anything before you go out there?
I go feed.
Okay.
No, I'll go in hungry.
No, I'm talking storyteller tip here. Is anyone going to even Google the address?
I will.
It's not my job.
No, it's normally Steve's job.
Well, if Steve wants to do it.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Let's see.
I've got 5 dice in it,
Okay.
but you know.
Intelligence technology, Steve. I think he's got more than 5 when he rolls intelligence technology.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
But he's clueless when it comes to wits. He doesn't notice anything around him normally.
I know, right?
Mistakes people have made at this table. Don't put enough points in wits awareness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Okay, for pulling it up, it looks like it's an old set of office buildings, but it's been closed a while. You can see where, you pull it up, you look at it, it doesn't have any shop fronts listed as being there, any companies running out of it. It looks like it just kind of, everyone folded and collapsed.
Street view?
You get a street view of it. It's a 3-story. Looks like one of the old medical type buildings that you see, where the 3-story with various doctors' offices in them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All the windows are, of course, blacked out, and even on the street view. So it's obvious that this is a recent thing that's been done to it. It looks like most of the businesses closed a month or 2 before the riots had started. The last of them that you can find a record of, at least, with that address. Because by putting in the address and substituting A, B, C, D for the very suite numbers, you did quite a bit of searching. 6 gives you a lot. And it looks like about 2 months roughly before the riots, the last of them shut down.
Okay.
And nobody's moved back in. You don't get a property management company running it, though, which is odd, because they're not even trying to lease out the space.
I got 7 crit.
Oh, so you got 7 on a crit. Yeah. I'll reward you because you have Bloodhound, which lets you sniff out people. So yes, you can get your melancholy resonance again.
Yes.
To where you hunt down and you really terrified the fuck out of somebody, because that's what Locke does.
Yes. Oh, I meant maybe they'll go together.
Pull one off your ghoul? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Off of Jeff.
Off of Jeff?
Brujah and Locke go hunting together.
See, here's the thing. I'm not a very violent Brujah, though.
Oh, Locke just assumed. No, it's a Brujah. Come on, let's go.
It's a Brujah, and she has a Brujah bartender that's known as Jack One Punch.
One Punch Myers, yeah.
I'm a hippie. Ex-hippie.
You learn very quickly that Locke is not a gangrel.
She's not a hippie either. So, what is the plan to go out here? Who's bringing, this is, I assume competence, but let's see how armed people are actually going to go to this.
I have.
And I assume you fill Quartermain in on what you found out.
Yeah.
Though Quartermain does seem distracted to the members of the Coterie tonight.
Well, this is just after the whole fallout, right?
Lily
I bring
is
2 of my bags.
2 of your
Actually,
bags?
no. I'll bring all 4.
Okay.
My backpack. And a tin of lunchbox.
Lily's armed to the teeth. She's got her dagger. She's got her deagle. She's got her stakes just in case.
What's Steve bringing?
Well, his usual punch knives, which are, okay against kind, but other than that, just him.
Just you?
Yep.
You have a new feeling about things, I guess, now.
Yes.
Dying to try something out.
Hopefully not without so much time.
I might want to find those rules here. I may need them.
Do you need the book?
I'll get the book at break. If I need it before then, I've got summaries right here.
Okay.
All I bring is my brain and my sexy, sexy face.
Are you wearing that shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lily takes note.
That he's not wearing
the suit,
the trench anymore or anything. He's back in wearing his what did we call it before? His Magnum PI look. That's an interesting development for people. They haven't seen that look
since we came to town.
Shortly after coming to town, since the business with Nathan started. That's when it all began. But there's the sheets I'm looking for.
Laundry day?
No. Feeling nostalgic.
So, are you bringing a driver? Any goals?
Bring the driver.
Bring Ian.
And Ian.
Ian?
Mm-hmm.
And his gun.
And his gun.
Okay.
Yep.
And I have a 9mm and a couple of stakes.
Okay. And you guys set out. Now, of course, whenever you leave the club, you know what you have to roll. Everybody knows what you have to roll. Wits awareness from everybody.
And I gotta roll now the freaking Sense the Unseen all the freaking time because I'm being tailed by a ghost. 4, 5.
Sure. And do you ride with them, Brujah, or do you take your own vehicle?
Ride with them.
Okay. It's a nice Cadillac Escalade, but it's not the base model. It's got a privacy screen put in the inside. It's got heavy tinted windows.
Well,
7 on
Ivan
my
vouched
aspects.
for them, so I trust them.
Yeah, Ivan told you you could trust him with this. So
I got 4.
4. Okay.
5.
Any discussion y'all want to have? I leave that to you in the vehicle if y'all want to have any discussions going out there.
I'd like to ask Locke about Art. What the heck happened? Because I've been out of DC since the 70s, and last time I saw Art, he was a hippie. And I was told not to trust him.
Don't trust him. He is... I mean, he's gone it's really complicated. But if you think of it this way, he's gone super hardcore. And the way I keep explaining to people, even though it's wrong, but it works, is somebody who gets off a really good, gets off drugs and then goes and finds Jesus and is totally insufferable. Replace Jesus with Camarilla.
Oh, God.
So, that's the thing. Do not expect, if he knew you and liked you, do not expect that to mean shit. Did you know Tabitha? No, you
Vaguely. I knew Hover. I didn't hang around too much with a lot of them, but I knew of Art.
Yeah, and you knew, Melissa.
That's another familiar name, yes.
The name,
Yeah,
but
so
not-
he was, all cozy and shit with them. They're nothing. Damn, Melissa died, she got dusted, and he didn't even fucking care. Drop Tabitha, like that.
That's weird.
So do not expect any warm fuzzies you had from him before to transfer over. Now this is a new Art.
That was the sense that Ivan gave me, because my first choice obviously would have been to go to Art, because I knew him. But he said no.
How anarchy are you?
Well, I think that Camarilla needs a little bit of freshening up. I like their ideas. The core of them.
I would definitely not talk to him since anarchists are kind of kill on sight at the moment.
And even if you're independent, the fact is, if you're not diehard Camarilla, you might be dust on sight.
Yeah. So,
I even gave her a good bit of advice to stay away from Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Could have been more explicit, but I don't know if he knew that. Evan probably didn't know that.
So have you known Ivan long, Brujah?
It's mostly my sire that knew him.
Oh.
I know him by association, and we did a couple of favors for him, but that's about where it ends.
Good to know.
So you guys, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, if everyone's done, then you take the ride out there.
Yeah.
In the building you're going to, Steve, you feel the boundary line. You feel when you've left her reach.
Okay.
You're just outside of her reach.
Interesting.
Okay.
But you come to it, and because it's off a major street, it's definitely, there's no cars in the parking lot. It's a big empty lot. It's definitely was an old medical building of some kind. One of those, every practice under the sun operating in it type buildings. You see them all over Maryland and Virginia, actually. The street you're on, it's definitely one of the not as pleasant neighborhoods. You haven't seen a cop at all in that area. Not one officer, nobody's gunning radar, nothing.
I have an idea as a distraction.
Okay.
Steve, why don't you and I go out and just look at the property?
Okay.
Like we're looking at something to invest in.
Okay, let's do that. One question for you, storyteller.
Yes.
When I crossed that boundary, did it feel like it was a hard stop, like there was something opposing her?
No, you could just feel the ring stopped being cold.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't like it just faded out, like I just sort of went outside of her sphere of influence.
No, it's like almost a hard line where, 1 minute it's kind of cold feeling and the next minute it's just a ring on your finger.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't see anybody walk in the parking lot. If you want to look harder, actually, I will give Quartermain his intelligence investigation. And anyone else who wants to roll, you can roll intelligence or wits awareness for yours. But since Quartermain is
Locke is actually going to go try and find herself some breath to talk to.
And does Locke have Slinky with her?
Yeah, to watch the perimeter. Since it looks abandoned.
Okay.
You got a 5.
Start.
She tells Slinky, go slinking around and see if she can, don't be seen, but see if you see anyone outside or watching. Guard. No, not yet.
Okay, I'll go.
You
look.
will.
But you said yet, so
I said
hope.
yet. Yes, this is going to be a good night.
Yeah, there's hope. Okay, I'll go look.
There's hope.
And I'll come
Only
back
ones
and tell
I
you.
approve, because there's some that we need to save, and the others can be dinner.
Okay, I'll go look and see. And I mean, as long as yet's still there, I like it. What'd you get, Quartermain?
7.
7? It's a bit of a distance from where you guys are, but Quartermain, you notice there is a couple cameras along the roof line. And every once in a while, you swear you caught the top of somebody's head. For the rest of the group, staring at the windows, you guys think you're pretty sure those are blacked out, but in a couple spots, you're not sure if it's blacked out or if it's just one-way dark tinted glass. It may not be as blacked out some of the windows as they appear. Might be a good way for people to watch from within the building to see what's going on. But Quartermain, you swear you think, based on, your knowledge of how people guard buildings, that you saw a head or two on the roof.
Yeah. Dim men on the roof.
Slinky does her thing and comes back about 10 minutes later. Before
You said there were cameras,
before
right?
Lily and Steve walk around. There's a camera. It seems to be on each of the 4 corners of the building. You're not sure they've got the greatest coverage, though. Before Lily and Steve walk around, I assume you're waiting for Slinky to give you a basic.
Yeah, we want to get the case of the joint first.
Okay. Slinky comes back. Some cats. Can I eat them?
Let me talk to them first.
I smell lots of two legs, but I don't see any.
I think they're inside.
A little bit of death.
Legs have been moving
A
around?
little bit of dead people smell too.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
No, like him.
Yeah,
and the nose kind of points at Quartermain.
I tell Ian to find a perch. I look at Quartermain. How many on the roof?
Couldn't tell how many he saw.
Okay.
At least 2.
Okay.
Ian looks around a bit. I think I can get that tree across the street. It's an old one. I can get up at least 2 of the stories, maybe up to a third up there. I have to see the top of the branches. I might be able to sit up in that tree with my gun to pick the roof off if nothing else. I won't be able to help you in the building.
We good with that?
Yeah, works for me.
Okay.
His gun's no good at close quarters.
No, that's what
And Brujah, you see this person she called Ian.
Dark hair. He
unpacks a Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle and assembles it right there in front of you out of a metal case that was in the back of the Escalade. And it's a gigantic weapon.
Yes, well, I do look for certain qualities in my boys.
And you also notice that this guy is eyeballing Slinky, kind of the wolf that you didn't know. I mean, it's a wolf. You're convinced that's an actual wolf and not a dog. He's eyeballing the wolf rather edgingly.
You get up in the tree, it won't be able to get you.
Absolutely. There's no way Slinky could get you up the tree.
Locke told me that he's not going to bite, or she's not going to bite me anyway unless I piss Locke off. She did say if I piss her off, though,
But you're so charming, you never do that.
Except for the Ipecac incident, but thanks, Q, that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
And you see him scurrying off. He was prepared for the night, so he's wearing all black.
Mm-hmm.
What's everyone's plan? I know Steve and Lily are talking, or Lily's talking about going and wandering the parking lot, but you don't see anybody out there. But you might be able to do a circuit around the building. I know what Quartermain's about to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to rouse for Blush of Life because I want to look alive. I don't want them to assume it's a kindred. Okay. I make a recommendation that Steve try to look alive as well.
What's Brujah doing?
I'm trying to stay out of view because I have a feeling if I get recognized, it might...
succeeded.
The gig might be up.
That's actually a good idea. I like that one. And you succeeded in your rouse? So Steve and Lily start walking.
So is he going to rouse?
I don't know if Steve is or not. It doesn't do him as much good as it does you.
Well, he still looks like Jeffrey Dahmer, but at least he looks like an alive Jeffrey Dahmer opposed to a dead one.
You going to rouse, Steve?
Okay.
I did. I passed.
You passed?
Okay.
Quartermain goes...
I roused for obfuscate and got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a crit.
Okay.
On my obfuscate roll.
We will use that as reference for the rest of the scene, so that we know where you're at. Now remember,
I am nowhere.
This
and everywhere
is all one scene, so any rouses will last for the duration of the scene.
And any scene abilities will last
for the duration of the scene.
Rousing toughness while, chilling with Slinky while they do their thing.
Okay.
I do get hungrier.
Why are you bothering to do this? Just go in. Let's play.
We're gonna
Victoria gets to play. Why don't we play?
Wait. Why do you sound... Nope. You're not going to sound like her. Nope.
Steve and Lily walk a bit. Quartermain, are you following Steve and Lily at a distance, or are you just doing your own walk?
I will follow them at a distance for a while, but I don't know if this is going to accomplish anything. I will wander around the back of the building and just kind of look for any kind of vents or some kind of some way in that's not obvious.
Okay. Well, because
they can't have covered everything.
They don't even get halfway across the parking lot before some guy, you see a flashlight come out of the building heading their way.
I thought this was uninhabited.
I'll wait and see how this plays out.
guy comes over. He's wearing security officer's uniform. Just says security. Dylan Security is what it says on the patch.
I'm making note of that. Oh, good evening.
Property's off limits, trespassing.
Oh, my realtor had gotten word that this was coming up for sale. I was just taking a peek at it.
Your realtor was misinformed. This is private property. You're trespassing. I would suggest you leave before I call the police.
I roused and succeeded for majesty.
Okay. On both rouse checks. Oh, man, no fun.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on majesty.
I really hate to get up for a second, but the dog just stole one of my dice.
Okay.
Oh, no, go get it.
He's
Go
eating
get
it.
Go
Yeah,
get your
please
dice.
get it.
Everyone watching the stream understands the importance of dice.
Dice is important.
Well,
Okay.
I don't want the dog choking on a die.
Yeah.
The guy goes, wow. I mean, I suppose you got to stay in the
Step
parking lot.
aside.
You just stay in the parking lot.
Step aside.
That's fine. Just stay in the parking lot. Remember, Majesty don't make them do everything. but
I understand.
As long as you're in the parking lot, it's fine. Look around. It's not coming for sale. I hate to tell you this. It's not. I have it on good authority. It's not. I know it's not.
What's your name?
Frank?
Frank what?
Consolvi?
Salvi.
Consolvi.
That fucker is dying.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Rouse for Scry the Soul.
I know that was. I know.
Mm-hmm.
People make me come up with names on the fly, and then I got to throw up names.
Well, you need to have some random pool of names.
Well, I had a random pool of names, but I hated them all. They all
Okay,
suck.
that is 4 on my Scry the Soul.
Okay, give me a second.
No crit.
Let me do this. I got to change my glasses because I'm blind. Let me find Scry the Soul. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Okay, found it. How many did you get?
4.
4? See how many he gets?
Is he? Because I have Majesty.
Doesn't matter. He still gets to roll against it. You got 3, so you have a margin of 1. You can ask him one of the questions on the
I don't
thing.
ask. I determine. I ask
Well,
the
yeah, but
storyteller.
you get to determine. On a win, the storyteller truthfully answers a number of questions equal to the margin.
Is he supernatural?
No. But, actually, yes, he falls under supernatural. He is a ghoul.
He's a ghoul. Okay. Interesting. Who do you work for, Frank?
You don't know him.
Oh, I might. You'd be surprised who I know.
You don't seem like the type who'd hang out with Buzzsaw.
I keep hearing that name. Is he around?
I mean, was he the one that your realtor told you to talk to? He's not here. He's at the power plant.
Oh, okay.
He's doing the secret business they do there,
I've been hearing things about that.
Yeah. It's like really creepy. It's okay. It's okay.
Do you do any of that?
No, I'm just here, I just keep an eye on things. It's okay.
Okay.
Pretty woman like you shouldn't be out here with this. It's just, he looks like he's fine with it. He points at Steve. But,
when I've got a big tough guy like this on my arm, I'm usually safe.
if you say so, it looks like he's going to eat you or somebody else.
Oh, no, he won't eat me, darling. But he might eat you.
Never know.
Guy takes a step back.
Be a good boy. Go to your knees.
He kneels down.
I say, you want him? And I look at Steve.
Not real hungry tonight.
Okay. I go and I eat him.
Okay. Wow. Lily's just not giving fucks tonight. How far do you drain him?
All the way.
Never harm the innocent.
Was he innocent?
There's the question. Does he
I
fall
don't
as
believe
innocent?
he was innocent.
He admitted to working for Buzzsaw.
He worked for Buzzsaw, and we know he has people held hostage in that building.
This is why I'm staying in the car.
I do believe that
qualifies as not innocent.
That qualifies as not innocent. So there will be no stain for this murder of a kind.
Yep, and I know that the Coterie has their earpieces in. Locke, if you want to send Slinky to eat the remains, go for it.
All right, cool. Dinner. And
One, two, three, four.
I'm very disturbed. I'm staying in the car.
and Locke, she's like, come on, it's fun time. And go on, Bria.
Quartermain, you see this happening, and I assume you just go and do your thing?
Yeah.
You go around the building. Now, like most medical buildings, there's a front entrance and a back entrance. There's also a fire escape stairwell. You know, the little roundy stairwell that have the little fire escape doors with handles on them. Because a lot of times they're used by employees after hours to go in through those. And that's what, there's 3 types of it, the front, the back, and then on the side, there's the fire escape exits. All open courtyard, or not open courtyard, but open stairwell style exit for the fire exits.
Now, if this was normally operating, that would probably be easily accessible, but I'm betting they're not.
You can go check. They're in a, what you suspect based on how good you rolled before, you suspect that they're in a blind spot of the cameras.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Definitely not looking in the stairwell, but
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Why are you doing it? What are you guys doing with the body that's sitting there? Anything, y'all? Okay, what else?
Slinky can pull it into like some bushes while she has her dinner.
I'm going to point out there's a badge around his neck, key card. He's got a ring of keys. He's got, all the things that you would expect a guard that walked out to have.
Not for long.
Not for long. Yeah, that's probably true.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I'm taking it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking it all.
Yeah.
So, Bria, you see Lily obviously drink this dude down.
And I'm horrified.
Probably are.
Yeah.
And then,
not only that, she made him go to his knees first.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then
See, that part I
rifling through
approve
his
of.
pockets and emptying his
That part's
pockets of
okay.
things.
Mm-hmm.
It's the killing.
Mm.
Bria doesn't like the killing.
Okay.
Not at all, probably.
Nope.
I mean, you get up and
Bad men are Lily's favorite.
this first floor, the first one you try, it's unlocked.
Really?
Yeah. You wiggle the handle just enough to not become visible, just to test it a little. You can tell it's not locked because if it's locked, it doesn't move at all. The little depress button.
Yeah,
it moves a little.
Okay. Are the just for completion's sake, are the back and front entrance in the view of the cameras completely?
Yes, the back and front door.
Okay.
They don't seem to have watched the side entrance as much as they did the back and front.
Okay. He'll let everybody know that the side emergency entrance is actually unlocked.
Okay.
All right. Actually,
Because Lily and Steve are right out the back entrance, or wherever the front
back entrance is where y'all
the parking lot was.
Yeah, the parking
okay.
lot. The angle you come
So
up.
we're right. We're basically on camera right now.
Yeah, you just ate somebody.
We're the distraction.
Mm-hmm.
So do you
Locke
want?
will head towards, since they're the distraction, Locke will head towards the unlocked door.
Okay.
And what is Bria doing? Still hiding in the car?
I am hiding in the car. 'Cause after that,
Come on, it's fun time. We gotta go rescue people. Come on. Get your ass out of the car.
I'll keep watch and make sure no one's coming.
Did anyone give her a cell phone number to text or
no.
did she keep watch with? Because
Smoke
otherwise,
signals.
remember we established in a previous episode, there's no extra headsets.
No.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I do have a phone, but that's it.
Yeah. No, I'm going to basically say on the comm to Scott, tell Bria to get her ass out here.
Miss Bria,
Okay.
Miss Lily says get out of the car.
You got a hat?
Oh, we have a hat.
Look in the cubby behind you. There's actually like multiple sets of clothes for changing outfits back there.
Yeah, and you will definitely find hats of various, because if Locke frenzies, he has to hide.
Yeah, that was a thing.
There's like hoodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a thing established
Perfect.
earlier, because Lily has been known to get a little bloody in the street and have to change outfits so she can walk around and get back in the club before anyone notices it, or to have bodies stuffed in the back before people notice. There's changes of clothes back there. So he tells you to look in the cubby behind the seat you're at. And,
Okay.
oh, yeah, there's multiple hoodies, hats, beanie caps, gloves.
So I come out of the car looking like the Michelin Man. So I decided to put them all on.
Okay.
That's actually fun.
All the protection.
And Locke gets over to the door. Quartermain, you're waiting for Locke?
She should go with them.
Does she?
I'm following Locke.
She's following Locke. Okay.
So Locke,
Yeah, I imagine she wants to be very far away from Lily after what she just saw.
Yes.
just wait till she sees Locke operate.
And Steve, too, because...
Well, that makes sense, though.
And right as Locke rounds the building, you see 5 guys come out the back entrance with flashlights coming over towards you guys still standing there.
Uh-huh. And I still have Majesty up.
Yep. It's a scene.
Hi, fellas. Remember, I rolled 9.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing about Majesty is they just have to try to fight to do anything opposed to injure you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean they can't fuck up Steve in a minute.
I know they can.
Yeah. And they're all putting
But that's
flashlights.
why I called out to them.
Yep, they all got flashlights pointed down. Most of the flashlights are on you, but there is one on Steve. Not that they needed flashlights because they could see you.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes it hard for you to really get a good look at their faces when they're up close.
Mm-hmm. I need to come in.
We can't let you do that, ma'am.
Why not?
But what'd you do to Frank? Where the fuck's Frank?
He's on permanent vacation. Why can't I come in?
You're not allowed in. Right there you hear from behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll flash to the other 3. Quartermain, Locke, and Brujah open the door. And you're in definitely an old medical office type building. The lights, only about 1 in 3 lights are working on this floor. But yeah, there's, the doors stretch on both sides and they're just, standard doors, interior doors with little locks on them. And there's a little bit of trash piled up in various places here, like people have been kind of just not giving a shit about the building they're in. But you don't hear any noises on this floor at all, at least not with your everyday vampire senses.
I will ramp up heightened senses.
Hearing?
Let's go with sound. Hearing.
You heard the front door bang, or the back door bang shut as you were coming through the door. You can hear the ACs going. You can hear movement upstairs. You can hear it through the floors because you can hear those even without heightened senses of people stomping around. And you hear the elevator ding, but not on this floor. It would have to be up.
Describe who we're looking for. Quickly.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't know what they look like. I just know that they've got... I know what one of the hostages looks like. I don't know what the men look like.
The
hostages.
Don't kill them.
Well, she's skinny and tall with long blonde hair. And she's got, like, a mole right over here.
Human, kindred, ghoul.
Human. She's kind.
Okay. Don't kill that one. Don't kill any that look hostagey.
Alright. The most of the sound I'm hearing is from above us.
Yep, pretty much.
Then I will find a way to move up.
Okay.
I will try to move as quietly as possible.
Yeah, I need dex stealth from Locke and dex stealth from Brujah. Quartermain has silence of death, right?
Yep.
So Quartermain makes not a noise. What is Steve and Lily doing?
Lily roused fleetness.
Okay. What is Steve doing?
He's going to try out one of his new powers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course he is.
Because someone's right behind Lily, and she's about to jet the fuck out.
Try this Stygian Shroud.
Nice. That'll suffocate humans.
Yeah.
How many stains you take for that?
None.
None, except he's got to roll his rouse check.
Yep.
And if you roll a 1 or a 10,
bestial fail
roll your
or
beast,
messy
roll your
or
red
crit.
die. If you get a messy bestial fail or messy on that one rouse die, you get a stain. But
okay, I made it.
Okay. So, what ends up happening is a cloud of darkness, a whole, basically just a field of blackness you see spring up. It's as if all the shadows that were already here in this parking lot suddenly solidified and just grew up from the ground and everywhere they were until it covers a field. And Lily, you are pretty much completely blind at first when you're in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the laughter stopped
Mm-hmm.
the moment that happened. Now, Steve, of course, you are not blind.
No.
You can see perfectly clearly.
Okay, I look around real quick, and I, much as I can, grab Lily.
Who's behind? And I just say, "Who's behind us?"
Behind you is it's a kindred. It's definitely a kindred of some kind. Because he's got claws for fingers.
Okay.
Middle-aged man, gray hair, long gray hair.
Is anybody
claws for fingers?
Familiar to anybody?
Not that
Did I see Buzzsaw when we were at the power station to know if that was him or not?
Not one you've seen before.
Okay.
No. And I pull her in the direction that would be clear for us to get out.
And fleetness adds your celerity rating to dice pool for dex checks. That's good to know.
Yep.
We'll hold on to that when you need it.
So I have my dice ready.
So you take off running through the
people?
Through the darkness. Yeah, all the people that their flashlights are no longer flashlighting.
Anything.
You can see the flashlights and you can see...
I am trusting Steve.
You can see the glow from where they're holding them up. You can, Steve. You can see them clearly, but they don't cast any real light. It's just a glow. But for them, it's pitch black. They are in a field of night out there in the middle of nowhere. And the guy that was behind you doesn't seem to know what to do. And you just run for the edge of it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the radius
I take my hair stick out.
You're looking at I think it's at your level, it's 3 meters per dot, which would put it 12 meters, which would be like a 30-foot sphere.
No, I don't think it's that. I have 4 dots, and each dot, according to Chicago by Night, says 1 yard.
Okay, 1 yard per dot. So 4 yards. So it's 12 feet.
12 feet.
Yeah, you've got a 12 feet radius.
Okay.
Which means 24 feet across.
Yeah. If you take me out of the edge of it, I'm going to hand you my fucking hair stick and say, get that guy with get the guy with the claws.
Okay.
Now, while that's going on, we're going to flash back. Quartermain, you're looking for a way up. You don't know what's going on outside the room. As you're looking around for a way up, you do notice that the stairwells have been welded closed. All but one. There is one that's not been welded closed. It's the one that faces the back of the building. The stairwell beside the elevator at the back of the building. The elevator is currently on the 2nd floor.
Okay. Move up that stairwell.
Okay. Is everybody following with you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't see Quartermain, but I'm sure
I will whisper to them, tell them exactly what I'm doing, but to stay, a little bit behind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sticking with Locke. Where she goes, I go.
Locke hangs back until she gets the whisper that she needs to open a door or something.
Okay. And you're heading on up. So, Steve and Lily, you get out of the cloud in no time. It's easy.
Yeah, and I'm just keeping an eye out for anybody that might stumble out of it. And
the guy that was in there, Steve, you see him backing up. He's basically walking backwards, trying to find his way out of it. The 3 or the 5 guys that were there, the mortals that were there, they're all holding their throats at the moment, writhing on the ground.
Okay. All right.
Having trouble breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, with Silence of Death that I have, I'd like to slip back into it.
Okay.
With the stake on The kindred.
Now, because it lasts, let's see, one scene, it moves around with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can keep him in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Gives him a 3 dice penalty to anything he tries to do against Steve.
And while he is going in, I'm getting my gun ready.
Okay. You're getting your gun ready?
I'm getting my gun ready because I don't know that it moves, but if it does move...
Oh, you see it shifting.
Okay, so if it's shifting,
you were still in it, then suddenly you're not when you felt Steve let you go.
Yeah.
And then it started moving again.
Away from me.
Away from you, yeah. You suddenly were able to see again.
So basically, I'm going to wait and see if I see any of the kind come out of the cover from his movements, and if so, I'm going to kill them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve dropped you off and went back in there before dude had far to go. So you're going to try to stake him.
Yes.
That is going to be a dex melee or strength melee. It's up to you. He gets a 3 die penalty against you. And actually, because he can't see, it's a 3 die penalty. I'm also giving him a penalty for the fact that he can only use dex. He can only use death athletics against you. He can't fight back. This first round, he has no clue what's coming. He gets not to fight back, only his natural instincts to try to not be where he's standing. So he's at a penalty.
3, 4, 5.
5?
Not a crit.
Okay. You come right up on him and you jam that stake in him. And, I mean, there's not much sound. You don't have a sound when you're moving, but the sound is not really transferring through this unnatural, well, for you, a light fog, very light fog. For him, an unnatural darkness, but the sound is all muted and distorted, and there's a thunk as it goes right in, and the guy crumbles to the ground.
Nice.
Just literally crumbles to the ground.
Okay.
Yep.
What about can I see what the other guys are doing at this point?
They're suffocating.
Have any of them popped out?
No, they're too busy on the ground holding their throats.
No, have any up...
In the building? No, the building hasn't had anything.
No, I'm not talking about that. Has his shroud moved to uncover any?
No, not yet. The guy didn't get that far away. He was literally right behind y'all.
Okay.
If Steve hadn't immediately yelled he's going to throw up Stygian's shroud, y'all would have been in the middle of combat right then.
Okay.
But Stygian's shroud is a surprise to a lot of people right now.
So I take my time and just look at the kindred, just looking at him for a little minute, a couple minutes.
Based on what you've been around a lock a while, it's a gangrel you're looking at.
Okay.
That's your guess, based on the wolf claws that it has for hands at the moment. Though those are rapidly reverting back to human fingers.
Okay.
Because there happens to be a large wooden stake jutting out of their chest.
Oops.
Oops.
Yep. Okay.
Oops.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oopsie. So we'll flash back to in the building. You guys go in the stairwell. Now,
as we're walking up, I browse prowse from pain.
Okay.
No claws yet.
Okay. And you go up the first stairwell, get up to the second floor. Now it's a stairwell. So you guys.
Can you do Eyes of the Beast too?
Yeah, I can pop those on.
Okay.
The dimly lit stairwell for you, Locke, is not dimly lit anymore. Perfectly clear. And as you get up to the second floor, it's not welded. None of these seem to be welded on this one. The second floor seems to be unwelded.
Okay. I continue to listen to see if I can narrow down where we might be able to look for these hostages.
Definitely you hear stuff on, you think it's on this floor. There's a little bit of sniffling, snuffling. Somebody snoring.
Okay. Move in that direction.
So you're going to come out of the stairwell and open the door?
I can.
Yeah. No, I guess I won't.
I mean,
I guess I'll ask Locke to open the door.
Locke, quietly open the door.
When you open the door, bzzz, an alarm sounds.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Well,
this is where we're going to take a break.
No!
Of course we are, because we're at about an hour in. We'll take a break here, and then we'll come back and we'll finish that. But yeah, we'll take a break right here with Locke setting off that alarm. Because, most fire escapes
Lily having to remind
and
people.
back stairwells after hours have little
alarms
that sound when they're open to keep people from just opening them up constantly.
Lily had to remind people why she is helpful in a fight.
Yeah, and then Steve fucking throws a black cloud on everybody. So we'll be back as we watch those mortals die slowly, suffocating to death in that Stygian shroud that Steve threw up. That the only one who got to see him use that power has been Lily now, though it freaks her out a bit, I'm sure, because it reminds her of
it's
Vitel.
like, God, that's so useful.
And, we'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone, and enjoy the break.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you? Or is it me? Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in a world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within, to burrow within. Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, beautiful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Elizabeth Bathory. I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered, all my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, put me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory, blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, beautiful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Elizabeth Bathory.
Welcome back. Before the break, Steve, we got a correction to his powers. It was actually a 24-foot radius, which makes a 48-foot diameter sphere of darkness. We looked the rules up because many times when you're running a game, what you do is you
wing it.
You go by what you got right away. That way you don't stop the game. So it was huge.
Huge.
But now there's mortals suffocating. And then Locke set off the alarm going from that door because it wasn't going to be that easy. But obviously they didn't rig the outside door to the first floor, which tells you they may not care about the first floor as much as some of the other floors. But this is where we're going to pick up, right where we were on that one. Locke, you just set off the alarm.
Yes, I did. Where do I hear all the fucks coming from?
You hear them coming from the other side of that door that you'd started to open.
Might as well finish and open it.
Open it!
Okay.
I guess I'm a little distracted.
Let's roll some reactions. Oh, yeah. Well, when you open it, the first thing you see is a dude stick his head around the corner. God damn it, Frank!
Hi.
Frank's not here.
And then all hell's about to break loose.
Okay. Let's do this.
The fuck? Okay, what's everybody doing?
Wait, do you think
I'm gonna go after what's the fuck, dude?
Wait, I'm gonna try to convince him we work here.
Oh. Okay.
I don't like fighting. Like, wait! The boss sent me.
Roll charisma plus persuasion.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
I don't know what this is, but it feels like getting cock blocked.
I'm sorry. I got a lot of dice here. And I got 3 successes, 2 crits.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Guy goes, give me the sign. Show me the sign. He's not buying it.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to go grapple his.
It was close, Sammy. Close.
Tried.
He just had a bonus because he was already suspicious. Otherwise, your roll actually would have beat him.
Oh, well.
Hey, you tried.
It was worth a go.
Yep.
4, 5, 6.
So Locke is going to go snatch that dude up.
6 to snatch.
What are you using? You just going to grapple and restrain him? You going to... You trying to actually hurt him?
Yeah, she's going to go ahead and hurt him.
Okay.
She don't got time.
You gonna choke him out or snap his neck?
I mean...
Snapping his neck is
faster.
It's dramatic. You literally drop.
He is rolling Dex Athletics because he wasn't expecting to be attacked. He was expecting to be yelling at Frank. So what'd you get?
6 crit.
6 with a crit? He got 2. So you easily get your hands on him. And he takes 4 superficial from you just fucking grabbing him and twisting his arm in a direction that a human arm should not be twisted. Now we're not gonna flash back to you guys out in the parking lot yet. You're about to get flashed to. Don't worry. Quartermain gets an action when he's ready, but I think he's slipping past you and Bree at this point because he's invisible.
Okay.
And I let him.
So at this point, we're going to the doors open and 3 more guys come out. These guys have guns, pistols. They're scattered down the hallway, in some of the other office doors. So now we'll figure out what everyone's going to do. Lily and Steve will hear when the gun goes. When one of them shoots a gun, Lily and Steve will hear it and get to react and participate and say what they're going to do after the first gunshot goes off.
Well, once we clear out the guys here at the door, we're going to make our way in.
Oh, they're pretty cleared.
Okay.
They're suffocating on the ground. Steve's about got them killed.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing, Locke?
Let's see. With the dude in hand. So she sees the dude in hand.
And 3 guys with guns further in.
3 guys with guns. I'm going to throw the dude in hand at the guys with guns.
Okay.
Using him as a missile weapon.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Do we want to roll that as I don't know if that's a strength one.
I think it's a strength because I got to haul his ass up and.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
strength.
But okay. So, but for the accuracy part, strength athletics to see if you can hit him.
Sure. Hold on a sec.
Because it's an accuracy thing. It's not a brawl thing where she's trying to to do it. Of course, not many people expect a human body hurled at them down the hallway. It generally just makes it hard to shoot.
Going to rouse strength.
Okay.
Gangbanger bowling.
You don't? Damn. I wanted the beast to speak right now. That would have been great.
So 5. 6. Fortunately, I do not have a specialization in throwing one motherfucker at another motherfucker.
That would be a great specialization to have. We'd call it throw one motherfucker at another motherfucker.
Gangbanger bowling.
Gangbanger bowling. Guard tossing?
Guard tossing.
Starting with 3, I am blowing a willpower.
Okay.
That's not as good as tooth banging.
Tooth banging was awesome.
Okay, the dude sees the guy coming and he tries to dodge out the way, but no. He gets slammed into by the first guy and they both go down in a heap. He's going to be out 2 rounds while he gets untangled from his partner.
Okay, as that happens, I drop vanish.
Okay.
And at the first guy that looks at me, I do dread gaze.
Ooh.
Nice.
You laying the fucking shit out there, huh?
Nice.
Pull this up. That's a good one, actually. Dread gaze we haven't used yet.
I got a rouse. And I succeed.
Okay. And you're going to roll charisma plus presence. He rolls composure and resolve. He rolls a base willpower. Which isn't very good. Okay. Steve, quit cursing my dice.
Yeah.
Dick.
Wow. Okay. 7 with a crit.
Yeah, you beat him easy. He only had 2.
If he's mortal, he runs.
Yep. That dude drops his gun and takes off. I mean, literally. He was about to shoot Locke. But
He's gonna
he drops
run
it.
out into the
He drops it and runs the opposite way from you towards the elevators. He's going to be mad pushing an elevator button for a second there.
To get the fuck out of the building, and then he's going to run into a Stygian shroud.
The other guy, though, he pops a cap off at Locke.
Okay.
You can roll your Dex Athletics for... You don't have cover, you lose 2 dice.
That's fine. I don't mind. I have toughness up. 4. Messy crit.
Well, he got you with a 6. So it's 2 over. He's using a pistol, though, which isn't great.
I also have
So it's,
toughness up.
no, 9 millimeters plus 3. 22's plus 2. So 9 millimeters plus 2, so he does 5. But you have your toughness up, right? Or is it resilience? Which one do you have?
It's toughness.
Okay.
Resilience gives you extra hit boxes.
Yeah, resilience is the one that...
Gives you extra health.
Yeah.
Toughness is the one that boosts you.
Right. Do you have toughness up at all?
Yes, I do. I roasted a bit ago.
You're at 5 things, so it takes it down
Actually,
to...
6.
You take 1 superficial from the bullet. The bullet slams into your Locke, and it just kind of hits you and just kind of falls to the ground.
It's great. I'm going to also throw that little tiny bit of damage into my strength.
Okay. And Brujah, you saw Locke get shot, and the bullet, you see the mushed up lead hit the ground. Her supernatural muscles have just become so dense that the bullet does not... It didn't even penetrate. It just hit the ground after hitting her.
I'm impressed.
Yep. And Steve and Lily, you heard the gunshot.
Okay.
It's not very loud. It's muffled because it's in the building, but you heard it.
That was a pistol shot. Locke can take it.
No, but at the same, I actually say, Steve, if you've got the guy, get him in the car.
Yeah, we'll stow him in the car.
Let's go inside.
Okay, so you guys are stowing him in the car right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to flash back in the building.
Okay.
Or you stow him in the car. I was muted. We're going to flash back in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, we are using the 3 and out rule for this combat because otherwise we are going to sit here for an hour doing combat as you clear this building. So far, the first round of the combat went in the Coterie's favor by a long shot.
All right.
Doors open up and a couple more guys come out.
Yay.
What's Locke's actions this turn?
Locke's actions.
If you wish to grow your claws, you can without taking an action because that's something you can do.
Fuck yes, I will be doing that.
Because you can do that while charging, dude. So that
the claws come out. She does get hungrier.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about now. Let's murder them all. Let's show them. Let me reign. Let me run free. You know what we are. Let's do this.
She has enough hunger. So let's see.
What are you up to hunger-wise?
3.
Oh, you're good. It's only going to get ugly when you get one more hunger. It's real ugly then.
6. 2 more, because we are going to be brawling this shit.
Yeah, that's not going to end well for him. I know this.
Oh. Yeah, she goes in there like a tornado of fuck you.
Jesus.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not good enough. Blowing a willpower. 5, 6, 7, 8.
He almost hit you with that bullet as you were coming in. But seeing you charging at him with these claws growing out of where your fingers were seems to have disrupted him a bit. He pulls his shot wide. It slams into the ceiling because he was too busy panicking, throwing his hands up at the time. And you get hold of him. I want to know what Locke or what Steve goddamn, I'm gonna name every player but Quartermain and Brujah are doing right now. Bria's hiding in the stairwell.
Yep. Bria's could also be looking for hostages.
Yeah,
the first door that opens, you can go check in there for hostages if you want, Brujah.
That's probably it's a good non-violent thing to do.
Yep.
I would like to.
I do have my pistol at the ready, but
I would like to grab the next nearest guy, pop Daunt, and just grab him by the throat.
Okay. Let's do that. So you've stared one guy down until he shit himself and he's running towards the elevator trying to hit the button. Add presence to any intimidation. So roll whatever you want for your intimidation.
Okay.
What stat combination you're going to use? You can go strength, but strength isn't your thing. You can also go...
I would just use presence intimidate, I think. Presence, no, I got to add presence.
Presence, intimidate, and any stat that you think you can justify for using.
One of the stats that NOS don't use very much.
The social ones?
Yeah.
Manipulation?
Manipulation works.
Okay.
That works.
You're going to give him this thing of, do you really want to do this?
Yeah.
And the thought of a Nosferatu with Daunt is actually horrifying when you think about it. Because it intensifies his natural, holy shit, that's disgusting look. But I rolled real good for once. May not good enough, but...
6?
Nope. You don't care. Roll for your strength brawl or dex brawl, whichever one you want.
Okay. Four.
You get your hands on his throat right about the time that bullet slams into your gut. You're going to take 4 damage, halved to 2 superficial.
Okay.
But you got your hands on his throat. Brujah goes in one of the rooms, and it's looks like definitely a doctor's office. You're in the waiting area, and it's the secondary room, though. Instead of the normal receptionist area with the glass thing, it's bars with a cell on the other side of it. And there's a couple people huddled in the cell.
Okay, so
None of them you recognize, but there are people locked in that cell. Now, that's round 2. And I think round 2 goes into Coterie's favor. Because so far, they've only seen, well, Quartermain get shot but not phase him. Locke get hit and the bullet hit the floor.
Oh, it phases me. That's 2/5 of my
Yeah,
health.
but as a kindred, you don't go down like they would expect a mortal to have gone down.
I'm not Locke.
Yeah, that's true. So, third round. Steve and Lily at this point are heading towards the
working
building.
into the building. Yep.
With a ring of keys.
Yep.
Dude is still beating that elevator button. Dude is still hitting an elevator button. And screaming, no, God, no, don't kill me. And he's hitting that button as hard as he can. But the elevator's not opening. He hasn't put his key in.
To work the elevator.
To unlock it.
Too scared.
So he's just beating the button and it's not opening. Even though it says it's on the second floor. It's not opening.
Has his finger started to bleed yet?
Not yet, but he might break his finger at the weight he's beating it. So this round, what's everyone's actions?
Oh man, was the guy from the last round like a fine red mist, or did I just hurt him?
You hurt him pretty good.
Okay.
He dropped his gun. His hand is a bit mangled. Because,
So I've got one by the throat. There's one that's free.
Yep, and there's like 2 others that are popping their heads out the doors. All of them with pistols. Apparently, Buzzsaw don't share the good guns with his crew.
All right.
I didn't expect any huge hit on that building.
No, he wasn't. He didn't think anyone knew where it was. But Ivan knows.
All right.
I'll let you go first, Locke.
So the guy with the mangled hand, he probably isn't going to be able to use his gun.
No, his hand is mangled. His gun's on the
one
floor.
of the new guys.
So you just let him go and just immediately jump at the next guy?
She says, "Be back later," and goes and jumps off the guy.
Spring.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Real good a second there. And this is the third turn. This will be the 3 and out here so that the combat's going to end here because there's a time to use 3 and out. And I think this is the time. Otherwise, it'll be a lot of Locke killing one at a time.
Yeah.
Yep. What'd you get? He gets his gun up and he shoots you again. Or this one shoots you. And that's one more superficial because a 9mm with the toughness level you have
ain't doing shit.
Isn't going to do it.
Pop that into strength.
Okay. And you get your hands on him. And it's a tie, so technically it goes to you, which is why he got you with just, he hits you with damage though. But yeah, you've got him. And anything, you trying to kill him or just maim him? You beast whispers, just kill him. Kill him.
You know what? It's not innocent. Don't
He's
look
not.
real disenfranchised. He's got a franchise, obviously.
Yeah.
So I drink that fucker down.
So you just start gorging on him right there in the hallway.
I'm hungry.
Well, I know.
Go
and,
for it. Lily approves.
The other guards in the hallway start screaming, throw their guns. Don't kill me, goddamn! What the fuck is wrong with you people? We didn't want to do this anyway. It was a job. We're being paid. As you drink dude down, and Lily and Steve, the elevator won't open unless you use your key
I'm going to use the key.
that y'all got off the body. And yeah, you turn it, and dude's still beating the elevator button, by the way. He has not stopped hitting the button. He is in mortal fear of his life still. But the elevator drops down to floor 1 as he's still beating the button, trying to get it to open on floor 2.
Okay, so I noticed where the elevator came from, and I'm on the intercoms like, what floor are you guys on?
Oh, 2. No,
Okay, coming up.
Can't answer.
And while this is going on, Bria, you're starting to check all the other, and each of those little offices on this floor has cells in it with people in it.
Yeah.
You come up, and when you open up that second floor, I know the Stygian Shroud is down now.
Yeah, it's down now, but my Majesty's still up.
Dude, well, as soon as the door opens, you see this kind hurl himself into the elevator and slam into the back wall of it and knock himself clean the fuck out. He was so in terror because he rolled real bad against Quartermain's
Lily leans down and gently strokes his face and says, poor thing. And then she just gets up
and you come in
out.
and there's a dead body on the floor, blood everywhere, a bunch of guys with their hands on back of their heads on the floor with guns.
I told you, just my brain and my pretty face.
And Bria's, you see her going into another office.
Oh, I say, hey, Bria, you need some keys?
That'd be nice.
I toss them to her.
Okay. And Bria starts letting people out. Yes, you do find the one you were looking for.
Good. And I make sure to tell everybody to close their eyes because the hallway's a mess.
You don't want them to see it.
We have while you're going around.
Yes, Coterie.
Who are some of these other people? Buzzsaw has all these people captured. Who the fuck are they?
There's about 15 people that were trapped in this building. About 2 to 3 in office on this floor. Bria might be able to answer that question.
They are family, friends, and acquaintances of gang members. They're being kept hostage to coerce gang members into working for Buzzsaw.
But if they're here...
Yeah, if it's having...
leverage will be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And I have a feeling there'll be a lot of deserters now that people can...
Now, how do you
know
handle
that they're free?
The fact that you've got a bloody body that Locke drank from and stuff in the hallway.
We need to pull them into rooms, out of the hallways.
You can find some rooms with empty cells that nobody's in.
Yeah.
This is a medical building. Is it possible that there's an incinerator here?
Yes.
It's not a hospital.
It's not a
building,
hospital.
though. It's like doctor's offices, X-ray office, and those.
You might find autoclaves, but they're not big enough.
I take a look. I
Yes,
look
Locke.
at Lily, and I say, Lily, we're going to need vehicles, probably.
Yep. So I do.
I call Jack, and I'm like, bring the hoopty.
And I tell Scott.
Gotcha, boss.
I tell Scott to get the other guys to bring the rest of the vehicles.
The rest of the
And I've got a
Escalades?
vehicle or two
Yes,
that I
ma'am.
can have brought in.
Yeah, she's got contacts too
Okay.
that can bring some people in too.
Okay.
But how are you going to deal with you drag the bodies out? Fuck the blood. You're not worried about them seeing that. You just don't want to see the
bodies.
What Locke did.
Right. You don't want to see the evidence of the bodies. And basically, I'm going to recommend that we all get out of here so Bria can escort these people out.
Don't want to be
Seen. Identified. Right. So basically, let's move bodies, get back out.
What do you do with the guards that had surrendered?
Where are they? Oh,
They're
the
the
guards
ones
that had surrendered?
The ones that have seen a whole lot.
They're going to come with me.
They come with you, or
Can you like mind wipe them?
Has it been more than 5 minutes?
no, it hasn't been the combat. No, that was not a long combat.
Okay, so I'm going to cloud memory.
Okay.
I'll cloud memory. all
Steve
of
can
them.
do it as well. He can help too.
Yeah, you can do it too, Steve. So let's cloud memory. How many are there?
You only had 5 guards. A living guards is 5.
5? Okay.
Yep.
So let's just go through and roll 5.
None of us were here. You don't have to roll. They're mortals.
Okay. None of us were here.
Yeah.
And I basically do it to all of them.
Yep.
So.
And
These
then you
are
just
not the
jump
droids
out
you're
of the room
looking for.
before they
And basically
come
go.
to.
Yeah.
Lock them in a cell.
Yeah. Lock them in a cell and say we were never here and walk out of the room.
Yeah. Let Buzzsaw figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Locke, so you know mechanically, the dead thing that your wolf smelled was the kindred that was in the parking lot.
That we staked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She smelled it
And
because
he's
she can
now
smell what y'all smell like.
a hostage.
But and Bria, you call your contacts, and Lily has her guards come over with the vehicles with the privacy screens up so nobody can see what the drivers look like at all.
Mm-hmm.
To try to get some people out of here.
Yeah.
So now y'all can have a little discussion while you're, waiting for vehicles and everything to arrive, because I'm sure that Bria had said she had some more info she could.
Well, we are all in the vehicle, so we can't be seen.
Right, while you're waiting.
Because I do not want those kind seeing us.
Right.
And what'd you do with the gangrel?
The gangrel's in the back of
when you
our
get in the vehicle,
SUV.
there is a staked, obviously, well, you can't tell it's a gangrel now. It's a staked individual laying in the back of the Escalade.
Huh.
You're not sure how the 5 guards that were in the parking lot died, but they're a little bit blue and look like they asphyxiated somehow.
I'm thinking asphyxiated was how it happened. I think that's the cause of death, not how. Yeah, she's like, that's probably some ignore shit. And
And then
Your Majesty, stop breathing.
before and I look at Steve and say, before we take off, you need to go in and wipe cameras.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You go and find their camera room. And it's pretty easy. I mean, they just got one little room. It was on the first floor, but it was just filled with all the camera feeds. And I mean, shit, it's not very good equipment. It's, most of the models are like 5-6 years old. You know this.
Yeah, and any like recording instruments, whatever.
Yeah, it's got a recorded, digital. But
I just grab that module and take it.
Okay. Yank out the whole recording, the DVR portions of it.
Right.
And just walk out with it. So now, while you're waiting on the vehicles, now y'all can have a talk with Brujah about what went on, because she said she had some information and stuff. So y'all I give you your scene.
All right, so thank you.
That was fun.
That was terrifying.
I apologize. I've been very frustrated lately, and this kind of let me vent.
I'm kind of glad I moved to Seattle. DC seems a little bit rough.
This is Silk, just so you know.
And that dude that slammed his head into the elevator, he's not going to remember shit when he comes to from a concussion. He's going to have bits and pieces of, I got scared, and the human brain when that's scared.
It shuts down. It shuts down.
Yeah.
So glad we could help. So what's the information you have?
There's a gentleman you need to speak to. My brother. His name is Kent Dillon. I can actually get him to give you a call if you leave a number for me, because I can now actually go talk to him. And I'm not sure if you would have heard anything about it. I didn't see her.
Dillon?
Kent Dillon, yes.
I can Dillon.
Dillon. Dillon.
Yeah, like in Dillon Security?
No.
Okay.
Coincidence. It's an assumed name.
Okay.
But
might have been a joke on somebody's part, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just gonna ask if you keep an eye out for she'd be a much older Brujah. Her name is Annalise. That's my sire. She's not here, and I was kind of hoping she would be. I have a really.
What does she look like?
She's small. She's French. Blonde. Very flirtatious. Very, very out there. You would know when you met her that's who that would be.
That's who it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just concerned because I remember her saying a story. I'm wondering if she went and got sidetracked. Last time she was in DC, she was doing a bit of a job for Ivan Markov, and she went to see Dorian and ran into a golden-eyed Ventru, she said. And she was always really, really curious about it, and I had a feeling she'd end up back in DC to look into it a little more. I'm almost wondering if I need to go find out who that is.
You should absolutely not.
Yeah, you should not.
You can tell that when you drop that particular bit of info, everybody's eyes, everybody in the vehicle,
the joviality
just kind of went.
Yeah.
Oh.
You said a golden-eyed Ventru.
He seemed old, or they seemed old. I remember her saying that too. It was an older golden-eyed Ventru.
Huh. Okay.
That had been visiting Dorian.
She's very nosy, so that'd be something she'd need to
find out more about. I hate to say this, but if she was dealing with Dorian and this golden-eyed Ventru, she may be no longer with us in this world.
I always had a feeling her curiosity might get her into trouble.
And I of course don't know anything to confirm that for you, but that would be my suspicion. If she got too much into their business, they might have ended her.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Because those are two you really don't want to mess with.
I've heard stories of Dorian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he likes to pull off the crazy that makes everyone underestimate him.
I mean, he's actually, legit crazy.
He is legit crazy, but he likes to play that act so that people underestimate him.
For him.
Yeah.
Think Malk. would not.
Mm-hmm. Malk with a Ventru. Well, Ventru.
Ventru's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just made Locke's eyes bulge out. A Malk with a Ventru's mind.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, Locke, do you want to give your number for Kent to contact since you're kind of dealing with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did make another offer. If anyone needs another mask or anything,
I would love to take you up on that.
I would love to have a library card. I had a library card.
I can arrange some things.
I would love to take you up on that, Bria. Thank you.
All right. That's the least I could do. I couldn't have done any of this, obviously. I don't have the knack for the... yeah. The whatever the heck it is that Locke just did, and scary man face, I don't know.
And the vehicles arrive.
Good.
Where do you, I'm sure Bria has a place.
I'm sure she has somewhere for them to go.
Somewhere she wants to hide them out. Some places she knows to hide them now and to let her brother know that they're safe.
I have a haven outside of
covered.
DC.
Yeah. So this is where, of course, Bria will depart the Coterie's presence for now. The Coterie itself has got to ride back to DC. You guys can have your talk in the vehicle because I know you have a vehicle discussion to be had.
So who's this guy?
This is a supposed gangrel, because he grew claws, that decided to sneak up behind me to try to attack me when we were being distraction at the door. Figured we might want to interrogate him.
Yeah, he might have a couple words to say.
Maybe make him sing like a canary on Buzzsaw.
Let me decide.
Okay. Okay.
There's not a lot of gangrel. There's two. There's two fucking gangrel in town.
Are you sure?
Crazy.
No, because art doesn't count.
No, art no longer counts as a fucking...
So there's two. There's Sabrina and there's Tabitha.
Yep.
Okay. No, I'm fine with that, Locke. If you want any of my personal social assistance with interrogating him, let me know.
I think we can play it by ear.
Yeah.
But if he's willing to be rehabilitated, I may take a page from your book. But I may need your help.
You can play good cop, chub cop.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
So it'll probably be weird, but it's fine. It's only a year.
Mm-hmm.
The Bondum method.
Mm-hmm. Bonding. Yeah. It's usually effective. Just make sure you have them drink 6 times in sequential nights.
Yeah.
Because the 6 is where they are completely compliant.
It's true.
Yep, that's... Yay.
And do you mention what Steve did in the parking lot to anybody?
No, that's his story to tell. I'm not telling on him.
What story?
Yeah.
The blue guys in the parking lot, the ones who suffocated to death?
They ran out looking like Smurfs. I mean...
And they didn't go like pure blue, but they definitely, you could tell when somebody dies of asphyxia. Their skin and their lips change the wrong color. From no oxygen left in their blood.
Yeah, so they got choked out. It's fine.
It just happened.
Locke literally just assumes that it's some weird Toreador presence shit. That it was like Scott Freeman, and that's what happened.
It's legit.
That's what it looks like. I didn't touch him.
No.
Nobody questions when there are bloody bodies next to Locke, so, nobody asks.
Autoerotic asphyxiation gone wrong.
That would be very... Radar, yeah.
You guys get back. Now, of course, you don't have any of your ghouls. They're helping ferry.
Yeah, they're ferrying people.
Bria's,
well, I have Scott and Ian and Scott. Right. Yeah.
You get back to the club, and your regular guards are still there, of course.
Yes.
On the first floor.
Yes.
But when you get back to the club, and you guys go up, and you go up to the 3rd floor, there's somebody on the 3rd floor of your club you didn't expect to see.
Who?
Anton. Standing
good.
Right outside your office.
Good.
I closed my flannel.
I'm looking for Quartermain.
Found him.
He's here.
I was told you wished to speak with me.
I do.
Shall we? I believe the conference room is the general place.
Dudley? Can we use the conference room?
Sure.
When you go in, of course, Anton
Everybody
goes...
can feel free to sit in if they want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we go in.
And Anton, of course, looks... I'm sure that the fact I'm here still will be kept appropriately to yourself, of course.
Of course.
The Camarilla is not officially taking action yet. But be aware that I was brought here to enact certain changes. I've been speaking with Yekaterina quite a bit, and with Karina, the former Seneschal. And while my initial plan isn't viable anymore, additional plans are being made. But I was, of course, here specifically because Coterie had let it know to Karina that he wished to meet with me. He had certain information that I would find important.
Well, I'm going to give you evidence that you need to deal with Stanford.
Interesting. Is this related to what the Pontifex has been looking into?
This is related to the riots.
Well, of course, the Tower would be very interested in finding out what happened there. And as an Archon, I am of sufficient rank to adjudicate that matter and to enact the high justice, if that is what comes from it.
The riots were kicked off because of my action.
Explain?
And he will... I was caught in a situation. They were setting up the Coterie to fall. And I kind of figured out what was going on. And I went to them and I said, I know what you're planning, and that's when I got introduced to Stanford. And I said, you're going to use me? Use me. I want this Coterie kept out of it. I will do what I can to help. But
so, what started the riot?
The killing of a thin blood that was spreading the drug around the city. The drug known as, and remind me what it was, because I can't remember. Drop.
And you killed this thin blood on whose orders?
On Stanford's orders.
So he deliberately, by his own actions, sent someone to kick off a masquerade breach of massive proportion.
Yes.
With these riots. At
Yes.
your hand.
Yes.
You do know the punishment for this, correct?
I do.
And yet you tell me anyway. Why?
Yes, because it's for the good of the city. It's for the good of the tower.
You cannot walk out just free from this.
I know.
A punishment must be exacted.
I understand.
But the bulk of the blame is not on you. You're a young kindred. As of this night, you have 24 hours to vacate this city. You are exiled from all Camarilla cities. Where the tower holds sway, you are not welcome. If you step foot in a Camarilla-run city, a blood hunt will be called and you will be destroyed. But because the information you have given is so important, you will not be destroyed as long as you stay out of our reach. This is my decree, and only a Justicar may countermand it, though I think none will. You have 24 hours to get your affairs in order. as a side note, thank you for coming forward with this, Coterie. You have given me exactly what I need to bring to my Justicar to resolve certain issues of praxis in this city. I decree to you all, Stanford's reign will end. His life is forfeit. His unlife is forfeit. And for what he's done, his child or forfeit. The Camarilla cannot abide in these nights, his actions. I wish it could be otherwise for you, but it can't. It is what it must be. Your life is spared, though you will no longer be here. I bid you good evening.
Be well, Anton.
And he nods his head, and he exits the room, leaving the coterie in shock. And I will leave the scene to you guys.
Okay, he's completely left.
Oh,
he's left the building.
He leaves the building.
Coterie, what have you done? We know it. You know it wasn't.
Yeah, he had no reason to stay. He left. Sorry, I was muted. So I'm muted.
Coterie, what have you done? I mean, you know it wasn't you who killed the Thin Blood.
I'm quite well aware of that.
And we all made the deal.
I'm quite well aware of that.
Lily just looks at Quartermain and says, "That was an incredibly brave thing you just did."
I don't need that.
Thank you.
It needed to be done.
It did. And you did it in a way that saved us all.
I didn't want to see anybody else go down. So I'm going to LA. Have fun.
If you need...
Try not to die.
If you need anything...
Please, just...
Quartermain.
No, please. Please. Just let me disappear.
Okay.
It's what I do best.
It's your wish.
And Quartermain leaves.
And he vanishes, and he walks out the open door.
And he goes to meet with an individual that Gary Golden has sent to ferry him back to L.A. for a dinner date that's been overdue.
I take the book with me.
You take the book with you.
Yeah.
Do you leave the ring?
Fucking do.
Do I leave the ring? It's Zelios' ring. I leave the ring.
And it comes off your finger smoothly. And you leave. And this is where we end tonight's episode. The Coterie down one member. And I'd like to thank Quartermain for playing with us all these months.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. It's been a pleasure playing with you, Jim.
We're going to miss you.
Yep. But he has decided to leave the stream.
Yeah. And we totally understand, and it's
the way he wanted to go.
It's perfect, and that was a beautiful way to go out.
And in so doing, he has saved the Coterie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
By the way, the Coterie didn't know his method of exit. This is all kind of a shock, as you can see by various people's faces.
Yeah.
And we will miss him. But, he leaves a legacy.
Yep.
And I'd like to thank everyone for watching.
He's going to be a hard act to follow.
Yes, he will. And I would like to thank everyone for watching, of course. Thank you, Sammy, for playing with us tonight.
Thank you for having a newbie.
Yep, that's perfectly
Thank
fine.
you, Sammy.
We were all new once.
Yep.
Everybody at this table was new once. And
she will be back. Actually, we'll be streaming a Vampire the Masquerade newbie-friendly one-shot called Richmond After Dark. That will be streaming after May 10th. So I haven't set the date yet for the stream yet, but it's coming. And she'll be one of the newbies playing.
Guest storyteller for that is Real
It's me.
It'll be her stream. But seriously, Jim, thank you for playing with us.
Yeah.
It has been a pleasure. And we'll miss you.
I won't.
So-
I live with him, and I still game with him. So
Yeah, and
But you'll miss Quartermain.
If I make it through the whole virus thing alive, it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll miss Quartermain.
She'll
Locke
choke
will
me
miss
out at some
Quartermain
point.
every night. Watch. Every undead night she'll miss Quartermain. She'll be looking for her old boss. If you want to follow the channel, of course,
give us a
like, give us a subscribe. Check out our Discord. I'm doing an abbreviated ending because this is
it hit us in the feels.
For all of us. Follow it. Go to the Discord. Hang out. Chalk. Quartermain was never on the Discord. It's not his thing.
No.
But you can pass well wishes to him as a player.
And we'll pass them along.
Through Locke, through me, through Steve
I'm on
Perry.
Twitter.
He's on Twitter. Jake Liddell.
Yep.
Trunk Nos will always live on in memory.
Absolutely.
Follow the other channels over here. Good people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about all we're going to do for our outro. Our video on demands, check it. You know. But this was... It ended on a heartbreaker, but we all have to do our thing. We all have to...
And on Cinco de Mayo, Black Death Chronicles is returning for Season 2 right here on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Cinco de Mayo, which is...
With Tam Shu, the roving DM, and the...
I'm not repeating his joke about what Cinco de Mayo meant, because his pun was so horrible. He's such a bad pun person.
So tune in on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for the Black Death Chronicles, which is a Chronicles of Darkness stream. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yep. And, well...
That's it.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
And
good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night,
Quartermain.
everyone.